Something I've been listening to recently is Adawork's 2025 album Unkillable Angel. Adawork is an artist that's actually been on my radar for quite a long time, but I've only recently listened to her solo work with this album. If you're either like me in that regard or just heard of her now and are planning on listening to it, be prepared. It is very loud. Something that especially stood out to me was the vocal performance, which I can only describe as a little gremlin screaming obscenities into your ear, and all I can think is, man, you need like a water bottle or something. This isn't to say that the loudness is a bad thing. In fact, I was pleasantly surprised by the music, layering distorted, epic drum beats with cool synths and fat, juicy bass lines. I'm beginning to realize I don't know how to describe music all that well. This album falls into a category of music that I like to call brain explosion music. It's defined by the use of heavy distortion, which makes everything loud enough that the thoughts go away. And many projects within this genre that I just made up tend to suffer from each song sounding too similar and it all just sort of blending together. While that isn't inherently a bad thing if you just want music to dance to, Unkillable Angel manages to transcend this issue, with each song having its own distinct identity while still remaining similar enough to make sense together. There are even some relatively quieter parts of the album that go for more of a head bop vibe rather than My favorite song from the album keeps bouncing back and forth, but Bury Yourself has consistently stayed in the running from my first listen. It is just such an earworm and I think truly exemplifies the energy of the rest of the album. And the penultimate track, Holding Your Sleeping Body, I pray to God for the first time in my life that I would be able to keep you safe, open parentheses, P1500021.mp4, November 12, 2020, close parentheses, uses dissonance in such a way to create an interesting and almost unsettling atmosphere that pairs very well with its lyrics. Also, honorable mention goes out to Party Time Sexy Disorder, not only for the funny name, but also for putting into words how I feel while listening to this type of music. It requires a bit of stretching of the meaning, but it's this section here. Everybody wants to be so hardcore, like you're real, that's great, I'm fake and it's tight. I always feel as if I'm intruding into something by listening to angry music while also being like a cute moth on the internet, but I don't think that really matters as much as just the fact that I really do enjoy the music. I can't even say I relate to a lot of the lyrics, but I can appreciate them and, like here, still take something from them anyways. Not to get all philosophical or anything, but like, that's the beauty of art and everything. Wow. And all of this is why I give Unkillable Angel 2 thumbs up.